So what's going on, everyone, and welcome to another King Vicious video. And today I'll be covering more news, and today this one is going to be talking about Nightwave Intermission. It actually caught me off guard because I thought we were actually going to be working our way towards Series 2, as they did say that they were trying to release it on all consoles. So this morning, as I was going through Twitter, I ended up seeing a post by DE Megan, and the post was linking it to a forum thread that she created, and it was pretty much just going over what is Nightwave Intermission. And basically she went off and stated that Nightwave Intermission is a 15 rank evergreen reward intermission, and it was basically saying as we work towards content for Series 2, they wanted to release something that would bridge the gap between both of them, giving off rewards. Well, I lost my train of thought, but giving off rewards that were pretty much accessible to newer players. As far as the veteran players, we pretty much have everything, and not being able to buy endo. So like your first reward from this new intermission is 100 Nora credits, and as most of us know, if it's still like season 1, 15 wolf credits can buy you almost what was it, 519. So that 100 can get you at least 30 or more, and so that's definitely what you want to do. The second reward is endo. I'm probably going to try to put the reward rank list that they have and how they spread that out, and I'll probably put that up on the screen at some point in time. And I'm actually surprised that they're giving out an aura former in this. So not only will you get an aura former from the disruption mode event that will be coming out to console pretty soon, but you'll also have a chance to get another aura forma at rank 14 in intermission. I'm guessing it's going to be around for a while because there is 15 ranks that you can get, and the only reason why I say that it's going to be around because the Wolf of Saturn 6 had 30 rewards and it took us almost 10 weeks. So you're telling me that this might be around for maybe somewhere near 5 weeks. And at the 15th reward, you have a chance to win an Eidolon Ephemera, but they made sure to put in parentheses that it is not exclusive to this reward table. So I'm guessing that an Eidolon Ephemera can then be farmable from doing tricaps or just farming the Terra list. I'm not sure what the drop rates are or how that is to be going about. Maybe it drops from the new Terra list or the new Eidolon, Flightolon. I know the name, but I just can't pronounce it, so I rather not go there. So Nightwave Intermission also brings a chunk of Nightwave changes that I previously went over in my previous video as well. I'm going to try to leave an annotation to link that as well. But I was going over some of the things that they were talking about as far as playing catch up with the Stored Mist Axe, a little bit about the degrindification. But I will pretty much go into that just a little bit because they have a little bit more information about it in this one as well. And this one was like when both weekly and elite weekly acts are completed for a week, a missed act 3 at a time from a previous week will be available to play and complete. Once you have completed all missed acts, they will no longer appear, only to be refreshed in the next week's rotation. So I'm guessing even after you complete everything, the weekly and elite weekly, it allows you to go back and get additional standing from the missed acts. And you can only do about 3 of them, gaining extra standing to hurry up and rank up and tear through these things to get your 15. And the degrindification, that was pretty much what they did when they went and they reduced some of these things. So it says reduced to 5 weekly acts and 2 elite weekly acts. So I'm guessing that we only get 7 missions that we have to do now as far as Nightwave. And while alright, so I'm seeing a little bit more, and it was like while there's less acts overall, the rewards acts will increase, so you'll earn about the same amount of standing that you would for the previous episode upon completion. Cool, which I also think is pretty cool. So I'm guessing like you won't be getting like 1,000 standing just for doing like the basic daily one or anything like that. I'm not sure if daily will be there anymore, or maybe we still get the daily ones, but we still get the 5 weekly acts and the 2 elite weekly acts. Still no actual answer for that. And some of the things as far as degrindification, what they did was some of the existing ones, they did make changes to, like some of the requirements for like with clanmates or a friend. Those have been removed completely. Like, so if it says do solo with a friend or a clanmate, you can just do sortie. If it says something about kill the Prophet Taker with a friend or a clanmate. As buggy as Prophet Taker was in a group, you can now go ahead and solo it. So someone like me who can just, you know, solo the Prophet Taker and not have any of the bugs, that is an exception, you know, for some of us. And what they also did was they also went away with you know, 40 waves of defense. It's now just 20. It's still cheesable. Just take a, you know, like a fast Nova, you know, and go anywhere you like pretty much. So the Nightwave standing has been increased. They did say that. So like the elite weekly acts can be anywhere as far as 5k standing to 7k standing, and you can get something from like 3k standing to 4k, 4.5k standing from the weekly acts. So I think that's also pretty cool. So no longer you have to complete 5 sorties. It is now down to 3 sorties. And some of the information that is linked here in the forum, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below, so please go ahead and check that out whenever you have a chance. But if not, just go ahead and watch the video, as I would try to give out as much information as they have released. Anyone remember doing the 60-minute survival? Those have now been reduced to 30 minutes, and everyone remember how hard it was to find 5 empty Ayatan sculptures. They now reduced the requirement to only 3. The 10 perfect captures have also been reduced. They've been reduced to 6 perfect captures. And if you need help with that, I also have a video on how I did it. It's a guide video I did. The information is still relevant. I'll try to link that as well to this video, so you guys have access to it. And I'll probably leave a link for that in the description box below if that's something you'd be looking for. 10 bounties are now 5 bounties. They've actually decreased everything. The only thing that they did increase was Sanctuary Onslaught. You remember how you only had to do like 3 rounds and you can leave? It is now required to do at least 8 rounds, which I think is still cool, because it's helping out the younger players help farm Korra parts in Sanctuary. If you're in Elite Onslaught, it's just to help farm, let's say, Vandal parts, Lato Vandal, Bratton Vandal. Even though it's not required to do Sanctuary, Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, I'm just saying. But Sorting with Friends also gone, and everyone remember the harder one, Hold Your Breath, when you had to do a Kuva survival and you couldn't touch the harvester and it was 60 minutes. This one is now 30 minutes, so you don't have to worry about anyone popping a Kuva harvester on you and having you rage or anything like that. Alright, so now to switch the subject just a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful that DE is coming out with a new Nightwave or something to actually do. I mean, besides us going in search for the Jovian Chord on console, I mean, as far as like missions, I still feel like them going the battle pass route, this taking so long for series 2 was not what we expected. From my previous video, I thought it was actually coming out that following weekend. And I don't even remember when I last did the video, but it has been a while, and I'm just like, what's taking so long? Because most other games like Fortnite, other games like, you know, that do the whole battle pass thing, if it's delayed, it's not delayed by weeks. It's literally maybe just 3 or 4 days, and they keep the current season going until the other season is ready. So there should always be something to do, always be able to grind or grab something. And don't get me wrong, it's just like one of those things, like, what are you guys doing? You know, like, what are you guys doing? You're playing with our emotions, our grind, our need to grind, you know. Like, if you count the amount of Nightane that you have given us through weekly alerts, I mean, you know, weekend alerts, it doesn't add up to how much someone would have been able to grind on the daily when they used to drop like every 4 hours or every 6 hours. That's 4, you know, like, yeah, it's every 6 hours. So you get 4 in a day, and then like you drop them on the weekend and you give us 10 and 5. Like, it's not adding up to how much one could have actually farmed, you know, if they would have stayed on or caught the alerts. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm still grateful for the Nightane and the things that you like to give out, like Catalyst. I love Catalyst, always drop a Catalyst. More reactors are cool, but Catalyst, always keep dropping those. But that's just something I wanted to point out and just really touch on, because like, that was the one point that had me on a sour end as far as like Nightwave and, you know, it coming out. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So if you hadn't had a chance to like, subscribe, please go ahead and do so. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, please go ahead and give me a thumbs down. Either way, you are still a great person. I'm going to try to leave a all the links inside of the description box down below. So go ahead and check that out in your own convenience. And with that being said, see you in the next video. Peace.